Serious. What is the worst thing you have seen on the internet? I discovered Best Gore and LiveLeak when I was really young. I'm not sure where to begin. Seen a lot of dead people over the years, but seeing the emu get its head stuck in the railing then proceeding to pull its own head off on here left me feeling wrong. I was around when that dude on 4chan murdered his girlfriend and the posts were still coming in, and being reposted on Reddit as soon as they did. It was pretty wild. Didn't feel real. A video on here of a guy getting turned into flying ground meat by a lathe. During a motor race, 2 pit crew guys ran across the road. The first guy barely made it, but the second guy got hit so hard his body was flung up into the air spinning so fast he was ripped half. A person crying over someone that just got rolled over by a car, getting rolled over by a car. I've seen a lot both IRL, I used to be a paramedic, and online, but the worst one I ever saw was the one with a few cartel members killing of a guy whose face they'd skinned completely. They were stabbing and slashing his face and his tongue repeatedly with a box cutter. The Funky Town video IIRC. Sick shit. A video of a guy getting his arms and legs chopped off then his head chopped off by a Mexican cartel. Hello, this is a well-being checkpoint. Why not head over to r/iBleach or r/aw if this is all getting a bit much. Also see humans being bros to offset the cartel badness. Also try illegallys molecats for all your smolecat needs. I'm glad my comment helped people. Thank you for letting me know and for the awards. LiveLeak.com was the source of all nightmares. A post on here on Reddit 50/50 of a guy getting his arm stuck in a metal lathe. He then tried to turn it off or something, and while doing so he sucks his whole body in and gets chopped to pieces. Edit 2. Wow, I did not think this was gonna get any upvotes, but thanks. Edit 1. Changing some sort of cutter to metal lathe because someone told me. Probably the Mexican cartel video where they flay a man's face while he's alive. Or something similar to that. Seen plenty of messed up things, but that unsettled something within me. I don't remember what was the name, but after a bombing in Middle East there was a picture of a grandpa and his grandchild found dead hugging. Apparently the poor man tried to protect his granddaughter from the bombings. It still makes me tear up. A small child, maybe 7, after a gas tanker exploded burned his whole body. He was still alive and sitting down shocked, didn't know what to do, occasionally moaning in pain. He didn't even look human. That one bothers me some days. When I was a kid, my mom called me in the computer room where she proceeded to bombard me with a video of Daniel Pearl getting his head chopped off. I had no idea what I was watching until it was too late. By then, it was etched into my mind. It still haunts me. I can handle gore and blood. I'm a nurse, so it's part of my everyday life. But I can't handle human cruelty like that. It will get me every time. Private Facebook groups promoting an instruction how to administer enemas using industrial-strength bleach on children to cure their autism. They believe autism is caused by vaccines administering a parasite or killing our body's natural defense against it, and it lives in the large intestines. By pouring corrosive chemicals into their kid's ass, they kill the parasite causing the autism. They proudly post pictures of the worm that comes out, and note their child's improved behavior as they have less frequent outbursts. Doctors point out that the alleged worm looks very similar to intestinal lining that has been burned off, and that the child's lack of outbursts seems similar to that of a child who can't do much because they're in severe pain as their intestinal lining has been burned off. Yet telling parents to stop doing this to their children is censorship, and doctors are trying to cover the truth. Only Nazis tell people to not give their children industrial bleach enemas. I once ended up in a Discord server for people with mental disorders, and it wasn't a support group like I thought. It was mostly narcissists and sociopaths trading ideas on how to manipulate people. I left without ever saying a word. Guy pulling a screwdriver out of his urethra.